Hey YouTube, it's Pookie again. I have a topic I want to talk about today. This topic is women and hygiene. Okay, now you would think this would be a common sense type thing for people in general, but for some people it's really not. So I wanted to start off and talk about a situation I had with my ex. I'm not going to say her name out of respect for her, but anyway. Okay, so I'm in the military. Well, both of us are in the military, and there is a big issue with females on the ships not properly taking care of their hygiene. I don't understand it. I don't know why it's that way, but it is what it is. Anyway, but this is about my ex. So anyway, the first 3 months of our relationship, I didn't really notice I didn't notice anything really about as far as her hygiene. I mean, she, as far as I knew, she showered every day and this and that, and she dresses nice, so I was like, okay, this is a clean girl. Anyways, maybe about 4 months into our relationship, I started to notice this really foul smell coming from her cooch. So I was like, okay, what the hell is going on with that? And I wanted to say something to her, but I didn't know how to say it. So I just started throwing like little hints at her. I even wrote her a couple of notes and stuff because I'm not the type of person that can just go and tell somebody like, ooh, you stink, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm always worried about hurting somebody's feelings, so I didn't know how to tell her. So I found other ways to try to throw hints at her, but clearly she wasn't getting it. So one day I just got fed up with the smell. Like, I couldn't take it anymore, so I put a note on her rack. They're like little beds that we sleep on the ship. Anyway, I put one on her rack and pretty much told her, this and that is going on. But I didn't put my name on the letter, so she didn't know it was for me. So she comes to me later on that day and was like, oh, somebody left a note on my rack saying that I stink and I need to go see the doctor because there may be something serious going on and they don't want nobody at work to be talking about me, so I should try to go find out what's going on with me. And I was like, oh, damn. I was like, for real? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, I want to ask you something, though. And I was like, what? And she was like, have you ever noticed anything going on with my body or whatever? And I was like, well, she read the note that I wrote her, so I might as well just tell her. But then I was thinking, like, damn, how the fuck am I going to tell her, though? And at first I was like acting like I didn't know what she was talking about, and she was getting mad. So I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I have noticed something. And then she got even more pissed, and she was like, you're supposed to be my girlfriend. Why didn't you tell me what was going on? I didn't know this was going on with me. Now you got people on the boat talking about me and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hold up. I was like, how you getting mad at me? Like, your hygiene has nothing to do with me, like, at all. So she didn't talk to me for the whole day, y'all. And she went to one of our mutual friends and told her about everything. And my ex got mad at the girl too because she felt like the girl was taking my side, because she was like, well, that White, that's my last name, sorry. Anyway, she was like, that White she's not the type to just bluntly tell somebody something like that, and that's not easy for anybody to tell somebody. And she was like, but you grown and your hygiene is your responsibility, so you can't get mad at her for not saying anything to you because you should have noticed. So I guess my ex, didn't understand that or whatever, so she didn't talk to either one of us for the rest of the day. And then I guess she thought about it, so she came and apologized to me later on or whatever. But then mutual friend, she came up to me and was asking me like, you never noticed nothing? She was like, I noticed it a little bit, but I didn't want to say nothing to her because I didn't feel it was my place. But she was like, you didn't notice nothing? And I was like, yeah, I noticed something. I was like, I'm the one who put that note on her rack. And she was like, well, I don't see how she figured that she didn't notice anything. She was like, when you go to the bathroom and you pull your panties down, you're going to smell it. And I mean, that's true. Am I right, ladies? Like, y'all know that when you go to the bathroom and you pull your drawers down, if you got some type of smell going on or you kind of musky down there, you gonna smell that shit. So for her to try to convince me that even though people could smell that through her clothes, that she couldn't smell that when she pulled her panties out. I mean, she the one who's up close and personal with her own coochie, and you don't smell that shit? Yeah, okay. Bullshit. So anyways, that's just like a little background story I wanted to say about this topic. But, you know, like I said, it's an ongoing issue in the Navy, on the ship, with females being nasty. And my thing is, it's like, I don't understand why some females are nasty like that. Like, we have too much going on with our bodies to not keep ourselves clean. And there's certain ways that we're supposed to wipe ourselves. There's certain ways that we're supposed to clean down there. And it's crazy, but a lot of females don't know the proper way to do that. For instance, as far as wiping, every female should know that you're supposed to wipe yourself from the front to the back, not the back to the front. Wiping yourself from the back to the front, you are wiping all that bacteria and germs or whatever you may have from your ass to your cooch. And that's one way that females get yeast infections and all kinds of type of crazy stuff going on down there. That's why you're supposed to wipe from the front to the back. Now, as far as cleaning your cooch, a lot of females tend to want to just like literally scrub the inside of their vagina, and you're not supposed to do that either. That is a very sensitive area. That's why you're not supposed to put any type of like perfumed soap or lotion or sprays or anything like that on there, because it's such a sensitive area. So as far as like cleaning the inside of your vagina, with the inside of the lips, I'm not talking about up in there, I'm talking about inside of the lips, you're just supposed to use a mild soap and warm water and clean up in there. That's not hard to do either. But some females don't do that. They think that just cleaning the pelvic area, the top of their cooch, is enough. And I'm sorry, sweetie, but that is not it. Now, douching. There's some people who are for it, some people who are against it. Me personally, I don't do it. It's not good for you. You shouldn't be shooting up any type of liquids or anything up there to begin with. And our vagina has good and bad bacteria, and it has a certain balance of those two bacteria. So when you shoot something up there, you're throwing off that balance, and that's how females once again get yeast infections and all kinds of other infections, and then they wonder why they discharge is smelling the way it does or it's certain colors. Yeah, I know it's kind of graphic, but I mean, that's reality. That's what goes on with us females. So anyway, yeah, a lot of women are just not educated on how to properly keep up with their hygiene, and it's sad that it's like that. It shouldn't be, but it is. It's reality. But I just don't understand how a woman could not keep up on her hygiene when we have so much going on with our bodies. Like, it's crazy to me. I don't get it. I mean, I come from a family of 3 other sisters, all females, no brothers, no nothing. So we all know how to keep up on our hygiene. That's something that my mother instilled in us growing up, and we still continue that on to this day. And I instilled that on my son. He's only 2 years old, and I already trying to groom him to know how to take care of his hygiene, because ain't no woman gonna want to lay up underneath no stank ass man. And that's one life lesson that I would like for him to have growing up. But anyway, so yeah. I mean, I don't really know what else to say on the topic. You know, it's supposed to be a common sense thing, but for some people it's not. So that's it.